All right, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, can I get a, start meeting at 6 o'clock. Can I get a roll call, please?
Michael Cashman.
Present.
Thomas Wood.
I'm here.
Barbara Hebert.
Here.
Charles Costick is absent. Dana Isabella.
Here.
James Coffey.
Here.
And I, Kathy Felucci, is present.
All right. Resolution 58, accept the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of January 19th of 2023 be accepted and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Seconded.
Hebert, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Is there anyone looking to provide public comment this evening? Seeking none, we'll move forward. Resolution 59, the abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims number 3A-23 for $469,102.19. Abstract 3A-23 prepays to the amount of $164,405.37 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution does carry. Resolution 60, monthly department reports.
Resolved to receive and place on file the monthly department head reports for the following departments: Buildings and Grounds for January, Codes and Zoning for January, Highway Superintendent for January, Parks and Recreation for January, Supervisor's Financial Report for January, Town Clerk for January, and Water and Wastewater for December of '22.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Seconded.
Hebert, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Resolution does carry. Thank you. Resolution 61, publisher request for sealed bids intended for carpet purchase and the installation of town hall.
I make a motion to waive the reading of the resolution and move straight to vote.
Is there a second?
Second.
Wood, just for the discussion, just for the context is, this is a budgeted item, but we do need to go out through the process for an RFP, and it is to get new carpet here in Town Hall. This is has been a long slated project, so we'll see what the bids come back in, and then we will approach it, and then Katie is instructed to get it in the press, and we'll get it on the website.
So what was the RFP proposal?
It's to get basically bids for it, so.
Oh, I see. Request for bids.
Yep. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution does carry. Thank you. Resolution 62, change order number 3, Bluff Point Pump Station improvements.
Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Water and Wastewater Department went out to bid and awarded the Bluff Point Pump Station Improvement, Resolution 021-021, as part of an ongoing capital improvement plan, and whereas additional effort was needed to complete the final gas line connection and install additional 60 linear feet of 1-inch water pipe and exploratory excavation and roadway asphalt patching. And whereas J.E. Sheehan Contracting Corp. has submitted a pricing adjustment resulting in an increase of $16,368.51. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board does hereby authorize the supervisor to execute said change order number 3. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager, water wastewater director, LaBerge Engineering, and J.E. Sheehan Contracting Corp.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Wood, is there a second?
Seconded.
Hebert, any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye. Resolution does carry. Resolution 63, contract with LaBerge Group for engineering services and contract administration for New York Road infrastructure project.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh has received funding from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and Climate Smart Communities Program for the implementation of storm water practices and renovations to New York Road. Whereas the initial concept design and grant application for said project was prepared for by LaBerge Group, And whereas the town of Plattsburgh has a current and active 2-year term contract with LaBerge Group located at 4 Computer Drive, West Albany, New York. And whereas LaBerge Group has provided a proposal for professional services to execute the project, which includes a scope of services and estimated cost of $245,000. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby authorize the supervisor to enter into an agreement with LaBerge Group for the provision of professional services to execute the New York Road Green Infrastructure Project as outlined in the proposal dated February 4th of 2023.
Is there a motion?
Move.
Wood, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, and again, I'll just give some additional context. This is one of the projects that has been in the wings for a while. We've applied for grants for it. The infrastructure in this part of the town continues to be a priority, so we want to get this activated and moving forward. Unfortunately, there was not a second grant we did not get, but we knew that that was more, as my grandfather would have said, the cream in the coffee. It still had to be a priority, so now we're just advancing it. And again, there is a 2-year term contract with LaBerge Group, but we wanted to tie this with a bow and just keep everything together and such. So
So we did not get a grant to
we
implement it?
we got, there was 2 grants that we went after town, and
Yeah,
we-
you got the first one.
yeah, we got the first one. The second one has become more competitive, as many have, but again, it's very similar to what we've done with the water capital plan, is we went out for a certain amount of money, and then we were very dogged in our approach to try to go after other funding before we just pulled the trigger. But this was definitely a project that needed to be a priority, so, all right. Can I get a roll call on this one?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick, absent. Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, resolution does carry. I know of no reason to have an executive session this evening, and as such, I would ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Second.
Hebert, any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Carries. Please drive home safe, everyone. And please note that there is a significant accident up on Route 3 corridor.
Which one?
Route 3 corridor. And it's my understanding that there is very likely there was a tragedy associated with it. So I want to keep that individual's family and friends and community in prayer. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Good, Michael, thank you.
Thank you.
Did anybody hear by any chance anything about the firefighter in the Buffalo, if they did find it or not?
I have not heard, the last that I had heard that, it was like green names or something, so.
Saw it on Zoom yesterday.
Is the mic on?
No,
Could you talk to the
Sorry.
silencer? Sure.
all right, have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. you
Where?
take care, Michael.
Okay, sure.
Second, where's Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, you got to grab, okay. Okay.
I'm heading to New York tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, have a good
Yeah,
one.
you're gonna have a good time, aren't you?
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right.